two old men suddenly discovered something terrible. The clouds in the sky suddenly ignited in a strange way, and soon after, an alien spacecraft appears in the middle of the cloud. This is the first human contact with an extraterrestrial civilization. The giant ship quickly covered the whole city. People saw that and stopped to see it. However, over time, people's curiosity quickly turned to horror. The appearance of alien spacecraft. They broke the peace of society. The social order fell into chaos. Car accidents happened constantly on the streets. Countless people saw the spaceships covered. I closed the sky and felt terrified. At the same time, there's not just one spacecraft. They appear simultaneously and massively all over the world. The president looked at one of the ships. It's right above the White House. The president then called an emergency press conference. After reassuring the people, the president selected 4 planes arrive in front of an alien spacecraft, trying to establish contact with the aliens. All the officials at this time monitor the actions of the aircraft. From behind, right then, the alien spacecraft is slowly opening up a gap. Then a bright light shot out from the gap. The scouts thought this is a friendly signal from aliens. The result is the next second. The reaction of aliens has completely shattered the beautiful illusions of the American side. Notice the situation is not right. Senior government officials rushed on board. Leave the White House. But the common people are still confused. Many extremists. They're even frenzied on the roofs of buildings. I hope the aliens. It could take them off the Earth. But they didn't know what's waiting. They're an alien annihilation attack. I just saw the bottom of the alien spacecraft slowly open to reveal the machinery behind its mystery. People don't know the truth below, immediately attracted to it, foolishly stand still. However, the next second, a terrifying flow of energy quickly concentrated at the bottom of the spacecraft. Then a light shot out. The whole skyscraper suddenly exploded into dust. A big explosion overturned all the vehicles. The car fell like rain from the sky. The people who are looking forward are just starting to run away. But it's too late. The whole city is now turned into a sea of fire. Within a radius of hundreds of miles, no AI survived. At the same time, alien spacecraft in the sky. Major cities also launched attacks. Even the US White House is unavoidable. Fortunately, the president and other high-ranking officials had already evacuated. The next day, the president was angry. Immediately ordered the army to counterattack. That the fighter squadron led by Stephen then launch. After approaching an alien spacecraft, fighter squadrons immediately launched a large amount of rocket into an alien spacecraft. But the end result is 7. Their attacks are protected by the protective alien layer. Spacecraft. Easy to stop. I was about to hit the protective layer. Stephen hurriedly led the team up. As a result, a fighter jet didn't make it, crashed into the protective layer. The body. But soon after, these are alien fighter jets as well, rushing out in large quantities. The combat squadron is preparing to retreat, immediately in danger. An aerial battle broke out. The US military was about to strike back, but quickly discovered fighter jet. Aliens also have a protective layer. Their attacks are completely useless. The fighting immediately turned into a one-sided from the alien side. I saw that my fighter was about to be completely destroyed. The president hurriedly ordered a retreat, but unfortunately it's too late. Just for a moment, almost the entire combat squadron was shot down. Stephen is alone trying to hold on. And at the same time, an alien fighter took advantage of the signals on the fighter squadron to find the American airbase. To face the attack of fighter jets outside the planet. Air Force Base fast 7-player completely. Good luck, Stephen. On the other side, led a fighter jet of the aliens to the canyon area and take advantage of the complex terrain. The fighter jet. This alien has finally hit the afternoon and fell into the Stephen Desert. The parachute was successfully opened before the plane crashed and was rescued. But today, countless comrades have died. This made Stephen very angry, out of his mind. I don't care much anymore. That directly opens the alien spacecraft Ra. I saw aliens coming out. Stephen didn't say a word, threw a punch. Welcome to Earth. Then I struggled with the umbrella. Take the aliens to the base. Fortunately, on the road, I met a group of people on their way to the suburbs. Refugees. I just got a ride back to the secret base. And this is also the only American base, the study of aliens. It's called Area 51. Right now, the president and other senior officials have also been there. However, when you see different objects in the base, even the president couldn't help but be curious. Turned out 45 years ago, they've captured an alien spacecraft. I studied it for 45 years. Doctors still can't understand the principle activities of alien spacecraft. However, when people stop, Stephen returns with an alien body, fresh flashing, the doctor chalk, to immediately embark on the work of anatomy with hope. Discover more of the secrets of aliens. However, the next second was just a fan. As the doctor continued his surgery, everyone at the end, we can also see the true appearance of aliens. But right then and there, the alien's hands slowly moved. However, the scientist didn't realize the danger at all. Is approaching. Right after the alien suddenly opened his eyes and looked at the doctor. The doctor looked back. Next second, I felt an invisible energy. It's stimulating the brain. Then the aliens slowly get up, then immediately attack. The people in the lab launch an attack. When high-ranking military officials came to find out, the entire lab was covered in thick smoke. The president carefully stepped forward to check. An officer who wanted to rescue the doctor, he was stopped by the general until they saw the tentacles wrapped around the doctor's neck. I realized now the doctor was controlled by aliens. As the smoke slowly melts away, now the aliens are finally coming out. See that? The president took the opportunity to explore aliens. Can there be peace between us? What do you want us to do? Just finished. Who suspects alien has launched a mental attack on the president. The president immediately hugged his head in pain. The general immediately discovered the problem. Next second, everybody's pointing fire at the aliens. And the president, after going through a mental confrontation with this alien, you really feel the purpose. The real alien, when it comes to Earth, they're moving from one planet to another. Their whole civilization. After consuming all the natural resources, they move on. Officer draws gun 6, aimed at aliens who aren't dead yet. Shoot a few shots until the aliens are dead. The last president decided to use nuclear weapons to deal with them, and then a bomber. B2 carries nuclear weapons on its way towards an alien spacecraft. With the voice of command, a bomb. A nuclear weapon is launched towards an alien spacecraft. The countdown to the end of the particle. He hit the target correctly. As soon as people are celebrating, they get a message that makes them desperate. The alien spacecraft was not damaged. In the face of an alien invasion, it's threatening all of humanity. Maybe this time the human race will surely perish. At this moment, everyone is in despair. That's why David got drunk. I feel angry at my helplessness. However, the father's consolation made him suddenly awake. David immediately thought of using Vi withdrawal against alien spacecraft. So he hurriedly woke up the sleeping scientists and assembled everyone. After putting a can of Coke inside the spacecraft, I asked an officer to shoot this Coke. When the experiment was first tested, the bullet hits the shield and bounces out. It startled everyone, but soon David injected Vi into the spacecraft and asked the officer to shoot a second time. The result is this time, the bullet successfully hit the Coke can. The protective layer of the alien spacecraft is gone. I can't believe David succeeded. Right now, David says out a method of defeating aliens. You want to take advantage of this VI withdrawal through the alien class sample, thereby destroying the protective layer. Alien spacecraft are currently solving garbage around the globe. Only then can the human race fight back. But the alien ship, back in space, they had to choose 2 warriors to drive the car spacecraft in this lab to space and secretly infiltrate the carrier to implant V withdrawal. But even if it works, they probably can only make the alien's protective layer loss of effect in a short time. But this is also humanity's only chance to strike back. To avoid mistakes, David and Stephen are willing to risk going very fast. 2 people flying an alien spacecraft towards the carrier. The 2 quickly reached outer space. Look at the majestic view of the universe. Approaching the carrier, the spacecraft suddenly goes into autopilot mode. That's what surprised Stephen. But fortunately, they've successfully infiltrated the inside of the carrier. However, there are millions of people inside the ship. Seems to be waiting to launch a total attack on Earth. Stephen, right now, I started to worry about being discovered by aliens. So David quickly closed the window. The light of the spacecraft. Success through them. Then the spacecraft smoothly connects to the carrier. Start replenishing energy. David took the opportunity to successfully connect and start uploading VI pull-up. At the same time, combat aircraft assembled by humans has arrived at the designated location. After the VI implant is successfully withdrawn, headquarters, then give orders to the fighter squadron to launch an attack, probe into an alien spacecraft. But as soon as the missile is about to hit the spacecraft, it turns out there's still a protective layer around the spacecraft. David's plan seems to have failed. The fighter squadron was unable to retreat. But right now, the president is not committed. Order the missile launch. Who expected this? The rocket successfully hit an alien spacecraft. The people in the command room immediately cheered. Border, the human fighter jets are gathering again. Began a full-scale attack on alien spacecraft. Now, countless alien spacecraft are rushing out. 2 sides once again unleashed a fierce aerial duel. But this time, there's no protection. The power of humans and aliens, equivalent to each other. At the alien spacecraft is moving above the facility. Command and activate the ultimate weapon. The missile pilot wanted to stop it, but failed to hit the weak spot. The laser is about to fire. But everyone's running out of ammunition. There's no way to stop it. This is a veteran in a critical moment. The veteran is determined to take off his oxygen mask, flying the fighter alone, rushing towards the mouth of energy, right in front of the firing laser. The veteran who sacrificed himself rushed straight into the firecracker. Who suspects the next alien spacecraft blown up from the inside out? It turns out that the ship's button is its real weakness. Then fix the commander. Send this message to the allies all over the world. Immediately, all the countries of the world follow this method and successfully destroyed an alien spacecraft. On the other side, Stephen and David have just completed their mission and are leaving. Detected that the fixed spacecraft could not be started. The aliens are on the opposite side. I also noticed an abnormality. Transfer control to the carrier and open the spacecraft window manually. All of this makes you feel desperate. I knew I would die. The two decided to say goodbye with the aliens in the opposite command module. Then, two people directly launch a nuclear missile on board. I was going to die, but the accident happened. The control center was destroyed. Control of the ship has been removed. It's 30 seconds until the time of the bomb. Nuclear explosion. Stephen drove the spacecraft quickly, choosing to run away. But behind, there's only 3 alien spacecraft following us. Stephen uses superior flying techniques. Avoid repeated attacks over and over again. Finally successfully escaped before 0.66 seconds. Before the door closes, the aliens can only be helpless. Watch the nuclear bomb countdown end. With a violent explosion, the carrier broke into countless pieces. The human race has finally won. David and Stephen, it's not just heroes who save the Earth, but return and live a carefree life with his wives. End of story. They look the thick smoke created by the explosion of the alien spacecraft and the wreckage of an alien carrier through the atmosphere like bright stars. They're like fireworks. They are celebrating Earth's Independence Day.